chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Evan McPherson about ready to get this going as we are underway now from Paul Brown Stadium. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. First carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip. From the 25 on second down, Mayfield going out wide, finds Chubb. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He completes it to Beckham. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
It's caught by Hooper. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Burrow looking to pass. Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. From just shy of midfield, Burrow. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got him bumped down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So, Charles, first drive here, a little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
This is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Mixon.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon.
His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
To throw, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice, because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the Browns' 29-yard line.
Second and 8. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to lead to a third down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
12.
Mitchell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1 yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available.
And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest-Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Mayfield on play action. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Here's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game, because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not.
And got his man complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Mayfield to throw it. Touchdown, Browns. Austin Hooper. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. The point after is good, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Harris to return it. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They go play action with Burrow. He'll buy some time right. He'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Here we go, T. Get off the field. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Now it's Burrow.
They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point up and through. And the lead is now 21-14.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
Here's Harris to return it. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Cincinnati and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Here's Harris to return it.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Now Mixon. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
43 is the must, boy. 43. Check, 43.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Flush to his right. Fighting to stop, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd.
Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover.
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
On first down, Mixon. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Big 13. Big 13.
Here's Burrow.
That's caught by Werner, the tight end.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you got everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man of the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Odell Beckham with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front. The extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away.
Here's Harris to return it.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Play action. It's Burrow.
And that's going to be caught. It's Rico Gafford.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
11 MT, tape. 11, start.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Mixon will try the right side.
74 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Mixon. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And a throw right sideline is complete. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 22-yard line.
Burrow will throw. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Mike, 4. Push him back. Push him back.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown! Joe Mixon with touchdown number 29. Too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 39. A big play that time for Cleveland.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. 2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
There you go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Chase now on the jet sweep.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Burrow. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow.
That's complete to Chase.
And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. It's a big play there on 4th and 10. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition. Frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Running left, it's Mixon. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. He's going to get it running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see.
So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson.
And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Mixon. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. One last shot for Mayfield here. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
Definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for the Bengals, they improved to 11-5 now with 1 week remaining